Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. This is Kathy speaking. Today is the 10th of December of 2020 and I hope that you're all doing very well. I'm just shuffling so that you can see on cam as I will be doing a pick a card today, everyone. Pick a card, and this is looking into messages from Spirit. Of course, it's a general reading. It's messages from Spirit. Not only is it in relation to life in general, it's also in relation to a very important connection. Could be that you are watching this video for a soulmate twin flame connection. Some of you could be looking into new love. Okay, some of you are single. Not everyone out there is dealing with a past connection, hoping to reconnect. So I've got a few decks here that are from Spirit. So let's see what Spirit is communicating with you. Okay. I have done a video on the eclipse, the total solar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius on the 14th or the 15th, depending on where you are in the world. That was the astrology take on each sign and in which area of life you will be affected. And I also will be doing a tarot card reading for all the signs in relation to the eclipse. Just letting you all know that this eclipse that will be happening and the eclipse that we've already had on the 30th of November in the sign of Gemini, that lunar eclipse, those energies will be playing out in the year 2021. So you can always go back to watch these readings again to see if those messages are correct for you and what's playing out in your own personal journey. So just calling on Spirit. I thought today let's do a pick a card because the daily spreads, of course, they have a general message. Here you've got the option to choose 1, 2, or 3. For those of you that feel called to choose more than one, you may do so. That could maybe give you more indication of what's going on. You can get more messages. So I've got a few decks here as I've pre-shuffled. Thank you, Spirit. Let's take number 1. I will put them in piles and I will start with number 1, obviously. So number 1, let's take for number 1, please, Spirit. What are the messages for number 1? Number 1, 10th of December 2020, or whenever this video is viewed. Obviously, everyone will be seeing this at a different time. You know if it's your story. Okay, I hope that you're all doing well, and we know that a lot is going on in the world. It's a very potent time right now with the astrology and what's going on in the sky. Number 2, please, Spirit. Number 2. Number 2. I love reading your comments. Please know, everyone out there, I am reading your comments. Okay, I'm not putting a heart on all the comments, but I am reading all your comments, as there is so much someone can do in one day. It is busy season at this time. So for those of you, and this is number 3, thank you, Spirit. Those of you that are interested in a personal reading, I do have a 20% off from now until the 23rd of the month of December. So if you are interested, write me at my email, which is in the description box below, so I can send you a link with the discount. Okay. I feel I need to take a second card here as well. Number 3. Number 3, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, we're done. All right. Just give me a moment so I can put everything away and make some space on the table. What's going on in your life? What's happening for you? You can always email me for those of you that want to share your personal stories. I'm going to read your email. I read all the emails. Thank you so much for those of you that reach out through emails with your own personal story. And there is a lot of people that I'm dealing with. Some people are more connected than others. So this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, let's go to number 1. Let's begin. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. So what's going on? What's going on for number 1? In life, in love, in a strong connection. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, wow, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, we have Gemini, so strong Gemini energies here. Obviously, Gemini is very logical thinking. They use the mind too much sometimes. Okay, we have the answer is no, and then we have contemplation. We have Hercules and strength, which is also number 44. We have Dark Night of the Soul. Wow. God of indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. We have the card Poised. Oh, wow. We have the Denaro, which is the 6 of Cups, and it's very similar to the Ace of Pentacles for me. And it does speak of a abundant marriage. Look at what we've got here. We've got deception. Number 1, number 2 and 3. Just making some more space. We have the Tree and the Key. And we have 2 cards here, which are messages. I got spooked. And I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Wow. Okay, so first of all, what I see here with the card of deception, obviously someone's been wearing a false mask, not being open about their true emotions where love is concerned. Okay, so obviously someone was holding back on their true emotions. The 4 of Swords comes after the 3, so this may be a love triangle, or it's someone has had their heart broken because obviously the person they're interested in, they were not open with their emotions. Now there is a chance that this is a love triangle, yes. Why? Because we've got the 5 of Swords, or 5 of Swords says that you've got the upper hand. Whoever is Gemini, I feel that they're the ones that have got the upper hand, even though, and Gemini people have been through a lot, okay, with the North Node in their sign. But things are changing. If this is concerning a Gemini, if you are a Gemini watching this video, know that things are fixing up for you. Gemini, and I think it's a number 15, which 15 also signifies the devil energy. So we've also got the 5 of Cups. We've got 2 5s. So 2 5s always say that there is change in the air. You're sort of in between 2 worlds right now. Okay, so you're mourning the past, not knowing that there is an agreement, an emotional balance, or coming into a healthy time emotionally. 2 of Cups is right behind him, right? Okay, Now, it could mean, I mean, this is the Ace of Pentacles here. Logically, that's how I see this card, even though it's Six of Cups, which can mean a soulmate connection, but it can also speak of back in the days when times were more innocent. This could be someone from your past, but it also speaks of, it signifies earth, which means something long-lasting. Now, the advantageous matrimony can mean that someone married for the money, married into the money, maybe left a soulmate connection, someone that they were very connected to marry towards prosperity. Okay. That may have been a sacrifice that was made. Because if someone had children and they needed the funds, they needed financial security, they may be married to keep that security for their kids. So it's also, if it's, as I said, it reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles, which means it could be something long-lasting, someone married, but I feel that there was a mistake. I feel that there was a wrongful choice made here. I truly feel that. We've also got God of Indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. In balance, it speaks of. So someone could be indulging, whether it's any form of escapism. Again, the devil shows up for me here. Any form of indulgence to escape a situation. Alcohol, going out drinking too much. It does speak of being in balance though. Otherwise it's not a healthy situation. And it says it's okay for a little bit, but don't overdo it. Now we've got Dark Night of the Soul here, which is a number 16. And number 16 signifies the tower moment. So someone's had a tower moment. I would say an epiphany. Here we've got Hercules. And Hercules, the card reads strength. And it is a number 44, which is an angel number. He does wear a lion on his head. So I do feel that this is the Leo energy. There could be strength. This could be saying, it's called strength anyway. So I'm feeling that there may have been a little bit of ego here as well. But it also asks for, believing in that higher self. Maybe even, because it does signify very much the Strength card. Remember that it is a card of trusting that you can work together or work towards what you want to manifest. So trust in your higher power, your higher self. Now here in the Mystic Moon Oracles, we've got the answer is no, but then we've got the Contemplation card. So in a way, I feel that someone does not believe in, they've got self-worth issues. Now, it could be you, could be the other person. We also have another 5 here, which is the tree, and the tree speaks of a spiritual connection, but it also speaks of something long-term, something maybe stemming back to the past or connecting to your heritage, your family, your background, your ancestors. Could be a spiritual connection from the past. And we've got the cage. The door is open. We've got a 33. It's a master number. And we've got the key here. Now, I got spooked. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Someone got spooked here, that's for sure. Let's read a little bit from the Lightworker Oracle, the Dark Night of the Soul. Just a small paragraph to sort of guide us. What's this about? You are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, they are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable and uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. There is that energy of trust. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You are not doing something wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. And we know that dark night of the soul does speak of getting, it's very similar to the Ten of Swords. So getting to the lowest level possible. And remember that that's where the transformation happens, right? It's like shedding the old and creating the new. Let's see what this hero, Hercules, what's he all about? What's the message here? If you've been working towards achieving a considerable goal, this card assures that you can do it. It is certain that there will be many challenges along the way, as distractions, temptations, and battles are inevitably in every hero's quest, but only those willing to face the dragons and defeat the monsters will experience victory. Those that don't get distracted or give up when the journey gets too rough, those that face every challenge ahead on will assuredly reach their goal. Decide today to be that person. Have heart and courage. Be heroic. So that is exactly what needs to be done here. So someone is trying to be the hero, and I feel that even though, and I feel that it's the same energy, whether this is you or the other person, I feel that even though there's been deception, even though there may have been external factors, and you felt a sense of loss, because remember that the Five of Swords can be very cutting. You've obviously gone through a period of trying to heal because there's been a very harsh piercing of the heart here. And as I said, it may, and some of you may believe that this is a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection from the past. Now, is it that, could it be that the other person has made or has chosen the wrong person over you? Because I feel that if this is a twin flame connection, I feel that there is a mirroring effect, which means what? The pain that you've suffered, the other person now could be going through, because they're having a realization. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They've had a realization that whatever they wanted to indulge in, and you may have been dealing with someone that was quite materialistic, and that was the lesson here. You can flip the story around, it doesn't matter. Depending on if it speaks to you, then this is your story. It's not certain that I will be talking to all of you out there. So someone has gone overboard, I would say, in indulgence. And I feel that this was meant to happen. This was the lesson here. And look at the answer is no. Look at the dry earth here. Someone has stopped watering their plant. They've stopped nourishing this connection. They've stopped feeding this connection. And there is dry, barren earth here, which says there has been no growth at all. But someone is now, and as you can see here, this person is sitting on a mountain, let's say, and he's right on top of the clouds, which means he's trying to get through the confusion. He's in deep contemplation, and he could also be looking at things from a higher perspective. And that could mean from their higher self, because this is above, in the ethers, above the clouds. It's the planets, it's spirit, it's God. God is up there. And I do feel that obviously someone got spooked here. Why? Maybe someone got spooked because they didn't have the truth. Obviously, there's been deception. The word says it here. And if there has been deception, if you've been dealing with someone that was already in a commitment and there was a connection between the two of you and there was deception, and obviously someone's found out that someone was connected to another person, or they had obligations elsewhere and they were not able to free themselves. Look at the key here. This is a card of resolution. This is a card of freedom. So this could also say that for those of you that someone has made the wrong decision, they may be trying to free themselves as they feel the calling, that this is a very strong connection. Maybe that's why they got spooked. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Obviously, here someone's been hammered. For those of you that have been dealing with someone that was single and not opening up about their true emotions, maybe they got spooked, they were not ready to settle. But I feel that there's been some sort of a shift and awakening, that for those of you that have closed the door because of, obviously, an ending, I feel that this person again has had their awakening. They've come to the realization that those fun times of the past may never come back again. We've got the Two of Cups though, and what it says is that there is another chance here. That's how I see the fives. Let's read the card Poised, because it's a number 48, which means it adds up to a 12, and 12 is the Hanging Man. Okay, this speaks of someone being ready, something being brought to light, and someone being very confident. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. And what I feel here with this card is that maybe there was the reversed meaning of it, that someone did not have the confidence. And some of you, maybe you were dealing with someone that was too overconfident, and that was another lesson, that their too much confidence sort of backfired. Okay, but this is also someone who's been healing, ready to take on those swords and change things up, fight for this connection. Okay, that's what it could mean as well. Now, in relationship, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So this is a very positive omen, no doubt. And of course, the Strength card with Hercules, who was a hero. It looks like, for those of you that your hero was not ready for you, it looks like someone is summoning up the courage now to do this, as they've been going through a dark night of the soul. And remember, this is a 16, which I'm going to say it adds to a 7. So the 7 is the Chariot, which also speaks of overcoming obstacles, doing the work, being brave, being strong. Remember, the Chariot comes before the Strength card. Someone is ready to take action, take the reins, and move out of this darkness. But for some of you, of course, it's not going to happen straight away, as this is still the sense I get here I don't know if I can meet your expectations. So there is doubt here. There is doubt. Someone has been feeling doubtful. Let's take one more on the twin flame messages and see. Our connection still affects me, you see. So obviously someone needs to have the courage, even though they didn't have all maybe the information. They're finding the solution, the resolution is just around the corner. And I do feel that there is divine help here with the master number. And I feel that there's been sacrifice here with the poised card. There's been sacrifice, and it's been all about timing. Remember, the hanging man is someone that connects to spirit. Pisces can be illusion. It can also mean unconditional love, though. Another layer in the Donato means that for those of you that have been sacrificing a lot for this connection, this is also a positive omen, which says this could be a connection that could be long lasting, or whether this is a business or whatever it is, because you may have been dealing with a partnership here. It doesn't have to be only love, right? The message is still the same. This could also speak of great abundance in a brand new beginning, a stable, true beginning, and not something that is in the ethers and in your imagination, but something that is real. Okay, so we've got cups here. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got strong air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Leo has been mentioned here. The Tower is Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio is very strong here as well. So, and I'm going to say Libra as well. So hopefully that resonated for you. I want to thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. That's a bit of an interesting message for you. Okay. Let's go on to number 2, everyone. Okay, number 2. For those of you that chose number 2. Okay, we have Judgment. We have 6 of Cups. We have a Libra and I balance. We have forgiveness. Grief and forgiveness. We have Hesati, which talks of crossroads, and this is number 40. We have divine grace from the Lightworker Oracle. Divine grace, the law of efficiency, it's a number 32. We have angel of clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. We have new life, number 39. We have make the effort and calling in your soulmate. We have the anchor. We have the Lamatrice, which is very similar to the Queen of Wands. And we have the, it's easier to stay away right now. It's easier to just stay away right now, and your words linger in my mind. So we are talking about a soulmate connection here. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort is very similar to the 6 of Cups for me. We've got the 6 of Cups here, or there are children involved here. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. We've got new life, and it's a number 39, which equals a 12. Libra, I balance, and a number 19, which does signify 19 is the sun, so Leo is here as well. But this also equals a 10, so that could be talking about some form of an ending. Okay, wow. Look, first of all, with Judgment here, which is Scorpio, this is Archangel Michael here saying that there is a resurrection of sorts, a resurrection of something that died, something that was not working, something that did not have any life in it. Okay, and the Six of Cups being a soulmate connection. Of course, for many of you, this could be speaking of a connection of the past. What's interesting here is we've got the crossroads, and it's a number 40, which equals a 4. Number 4 speaks of home and family, right? It speaks of a foundation. So someone could be in a marriage. We've also got Libra and I balance. Now, I don't know if there was balance here. Of course, this is talking about relationships or any relationship with others. We've got Angel of Clearing. So there's been a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion here as to what's going on. Here we've got forgiveness and grief. So we've got a divine masculine that's asking for forgiveness, and the divine feminine is in grief, which is obviously saying that the divine masculine has been up to no good, up to mischief. And we've got a divine feminine here with, she is a number 12. She is very much like the Queen of Wands. She holds something very precious in her hands. I do feel she's a Queen of Wands, so it could be that Leo energy, doesn't have to be. But number 12 is it's 12 of Cups, which 12 is the Pisces card, right? It's the Hanging Man. And here in the anchor, we have a number 35, which equals an 8. So 8 is also the Strength card, as well as the House of Scorpio. It's 8th house is the house of intimacy, connecting very deeply. So let's begin. First of all, I want to read the crossroads with the Hisati, number 40. Because we do get messages. The advice is, if you've drawn this card, a major life-changing crossroad lies before you. Hesati beckons you to choose a direction. You must make a decision. Change is inevitable, but the direction of change is completely up to you. Hesati is calling you to the untamed and wild areas of life. You must follow this deepest of calls. You know inside the decision you must make, and it is probably a terrifying decision, yet it is one that will take you to your highest calling. Do not be afraid of what you feel deep inside. Follow that inner wisdom and let it lead you to your destiny. So someone has had to make a decision about which direction they're taking. Okay, now this could be anything to do with family and love. So choosing between, if you have children, if you've been married, or even if you're separated, choosing between either your family of heritage or a partner, choosing whether you're in the right relationship. So are you going to sacrifice your life for your children, or are you going to sacrifice a soulmate connection? This is Archangel Michael here. You have Archangel Michael twice in this reading. So you've been manifesting a soulmate connection. Now you've probably made the effort, for those of you that are in a commitment, you've probably made the effort for your children. Because yes, there is great love between you and your children, but this could also speak of the soulmate connection, which is saying make the effort. This is a very familiar connection to you. And some of you may also feel as though you were married to this person in a past lifetime. Now this soulmate connection may have done the dirty on you in a past lifetime. For those of you that are single now, and you haven't been able to stay, to get what you've been giving in a connection, a relationship, in love, you have not been receiving. And you're at a point of grief and thinking that you are not worthy maybe of a connection, but I feel that there is a soulmate connection coming through. Maybe you've also dreamed about this connection. Now, for those of you that are feeling, because if this is a new connection, if this is a new connection and you're having doubts about whether this is someone you've known in a past lifetime or not, because some of you may also get that other those darker thoughts, it could mean that you're feeling those emotions from a past lifetime. With the forgiveness card here, I feel that in your DNA, you're feeling that grief, the same grief that you suffered maybe in a past relationship. Maybe you were married in a past connection. Maybe there was a separation. We've got Libra. It could be that there wasn't balance and harmony in this connection back then. Because we've got the card of new life here. I want to read the law of efficiency, number 32, which equals a 5 in the Lightworker Oracle. Let's see what, just a small paragraph to see what it's talking about. 32 equals a 5, and 5s always speak of change. It is time your life became easier. It is time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it is meant to be. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead to the best results. So you do have divine grace at this time. So you are attracting the law of efficiency, which means things are coming to you without you putting in the effort. Obviously, there is divine help here. And angel of clearing, your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. I'm also going to add your time of sacrifice is over. Now here it says it's easier to just stay away right now. Your words linger in my mind. So obviously, for some of you that, yes, if you were dealing with someone that needs forgiveness, that is asking for forgiveness, because this may have been someone that's done the dirty on you, someone who may have been in another commitment, okay? Because we've got the crossroads here. If someone's been in a commitment, they're at a crossroads because they've met a soulmate connection. So some of you, those of you, will be coming into separation. You will be leaving that old chapter in your life which did not work for you, as there is divine help coming through. And this does speak of a time, because we know that death has happened here and resurrection now is coming through, which is a process. But there is a new life coming through. Remember that this is a 39, which equals a 12, and this is another 12. So there's been sacrifice. And because we've got the anchor here, the anchor does mean home. It means being stable. It means wanting something long term. So again, a decision, a very important decision needs to be made. And there maybe for some of you there hasn't been any connection, because for that person that needs forgiveness, they've been staying away. And those of you that have been in grief have been waiting. Your words still linger in my mind. Let's take one more card. And we have, I'm a better person because of you. So obviously someone's been through the lessons here. They know that they did wrong. They know that they did wrong. And I feel that when they come back around, because you do have a soulmate coming through, you're going to be at a point to decide whether you're ready to let go of the grief and forgive. Let's take the new life card here and see what that says. Number 39 from the Wisdom Oracle. 39. So this is the birthing of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, which Archangel Michael is bringing in for you, and renewing your life, starting over. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. Now, where relationships are concerned, new energy enters old relationships and new relationships are bursting with a sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. So that is a beautiful message which is talking about spring, and that could be a timing thing, obviously, for some of you. I do see that with the anchor here does speak of something long term. Dropping anchor, this could be, as the wisdom of the oracle was saying, that there is renewed energies that you are dealing with, number 2. And obviously someone's been through a lesson. You can flip the story around if you wish. That is up to you. What I do see is that there is clarity coming through. Remember, 19 is the sun, and the sun is healing as well. There is a healing energy after a lot of sacrifice and waiting for something that you felt was very precious to you. You have sacrificed a lot. And obviously what is blooming and what is blossoming now and coming through. Someone's been through a transformation, no doubt here. I just looked at that butterfly right here in the 6 of Cups. So remember that the Judgment card for me is a second chance. A second chance at life, a second chance at love, a second chance. Someone is willing to forgive and forget. And obviously we know that if this is a connection here, obviously this connection will come through much stronger. And everyone, this is not only for love. This could be a connection through family. I mean, the 6 of Cups could also be 2 siblings. Okay, so it will be different for all of you. I will leave it there. I want to thank you so much. Number 2, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We know that the energies that are playing out right now, even in the astrology, with the new moon eclipse just around the corner, is all about new beginnings. So totally resonates. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's go on to number 3. For those of you that chose number 3, what's going on for you? Oh, wow. 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Chiron and healing, fear, ascension. Let's put fear and then ascension. We have also divine timing. That is beautiful. We have Selene and intuition. And Selene is the moon. We have ascension. We've got ascending and ascension, the rainbow bridge. Someone is crossing over a bridge. Wow. Angel of space clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. This is also number 18, which is also the number of the moon. So it's got a lot to do with Cancerian energy, Cancer, Pisces, things to do with your family, your home, your heritage, things related to the past as well. We have go create. Sorry. Well, I said go create. Sorry. Maybe that's a true thing that we need to do. Co-create. And that's a 4. Okay, wonderful. Oh, wow. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. We have the Clover, and we have 3 messages. I'm in a much better headspace now. My mind and heart always comes back to you. And I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Really interesting. So what stands out to me very much so here is Chiron and healing. Chiron is that wounded centaur. He was the spiritual medicine man in mythology. And the eclipse that's on the 14th or 15th is on the 23rd degree, which is the degree where Chiron is exalted. So obviously whatever's going on here, there is spiritual healing coming through. Now, we have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, which is the darkest before the dawn. We know that this is an ending. There's been a very dark phase that you've been going through. 8 of Pentacles is my Virgo card. So we've got Earth and Air here. 8 of Pentacles is putting in the work, or I'm going to say, because the 8 of Pentacles is the Virgo card, this could be relating something to do with the past. What did I say? Why did I say the past? Something to do with work, or your daily routine, your health. So for some of you, your health has gone through hardship here. Okay, so psychological help, this health, and some of you may be receiving psychological help, and the words are just falling out of my mouth for whatever reason. We have Chiron and healing. This can be an actual psychologist that someone's seeing, okay, doing the work. Remember Virgo, looking at the details. Some of you are looking at what this was all about. What was this ending all about? Maybe you're even, some of you may also have a detective doing your work for you. If there's been an ending, some of you could be spying on someone. So looking at where they're at now. Remember that this turns into the Ace of Swords, right? Ace of Swords could also mean severing ties with the past, or Ace of Swords is that victory card. It's also the sword, it's the sword of Archangel Michael. We have Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, and I will read for you from that. It's time to take back control of your life. Intuition, Selene, the moon, and intuition. Now, Selene, the moon speaks of strong intuition. It speaks of fear. We've got 2 cards of fear right there. Someone's been going through a dark night of the soul here, obviously, because of the deception. There is no doubt about that. Obviously, something is probably going to be eclipsed out of your life. Maybe something's been shown to you. Maybe a feeling that you had deep within you, because the moon can also speak of deception. Obviously, there's been some form of a lack of clarity, a lack of truth, because someone has been in their fearing maybe a connection, maybe distrust, maybe deception. This is a very potent reading, the third one. Number 3 is very, very potent. And why do I feel that those of you that have been deceived, or you've been backstabbed, you've had an ending, because I feel that this is a very spiritual reading. Those of you that have been connected to maybe a commitment which I feel as though there was a growing apart, because one person was the more awakened, and I feel it's you. They were more spiritually awakened. They were aligned with spirit. And this could stem back to your childhood conditioning, any open wounds from your past, from your family, from your home, maybe even from a past lifetime. And I feel someone's been following their calling here. But I feel that those that were connected to a love relationship, whether it was a long-term commitment or just a connection, right? A relationship, I feel as though the other person was not on the same page with you. Maybe they even feared the power that you had. And I feel that that's where some of you have, left this connection because obviously there was an imbalance. Because I see that one person is in fear and the other person is ascending. So both people are on different levels here. And with the Ten of Swords, that just could be an ending. Because for those of you that are spending a lot of time working, connecting to spirit, following your calling, and this could even be spiritual healing. Some of you could be turning into a spiritual healer and being able to help others. So providing a service, the Virgo energy, providing a service to others. So some of you are, through connection to spirit and following your calling, you are closing the door on your past and taking control of your life. Now, some of you may have gone through many challenges in the past. It didn't have to include someone else, another person. Maybe those wounds were open, you needed to heal them. Maybe you overindulged in anything that was unhealthy because you were having your darkest moments here. But that was a sort of you waking up in divine timing. That was your ascension. Let's read from the Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take another card on the Romance Angels in a moment. Let's read the Ascension first of all. Number 18. You have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you physically expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light, and the consciousness it awakens within you. So that's why I'm saying the Rainbow Bridge, someone is crossing over a bridge, and that could even speak within a connection, which means some of you are freeing yourself if you were in a romantic connection where there was no understanding, you were on two different levels. And if there's been deception, because we've got Selene and intuition, some of you, your intuition was screaming out to you, and this is a 7, which is an angel number. Let's look at number 7 and see what the message is. This is a time for cutting away all the mind chatter and connecting to the deepest part of yourself. There is a voice, a feeling that exists within you that cannot lie or steer you wrongly. And this voice is always there. You must be brave enough to hear, acknowledge, and follow that voice, as intuition is not rooted in logical or cultural thought. It is rooted in the deepest core of your being. Okay? So if there's been confusion within you, you need to trust your intuition. This is your subconscious screaming to you. Some of you may also be seeing dreams and maybe even expanding expanding your aura, as the message said. We do have that number 2 here, which is a clover, and it speaks of luck and abundance. So this is a beautiful card. 2 is a number of balance, and 2 can also speak of partnership, relationship. There is a lot of luck here that is helping you through. Now, this could speak of abundance on a manifestation, like it's a tool that's given to you where you feel abundant, whether it's on the 3D plane or not. Remember that we've got the fear card before the ascension. We usually are in this energy. Now, we've got the Fortuna here, which is the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands many times can speak of not being on the same page with a family, with a group of people, with another person. But it's also, remember, it's people not being on the same page, not speaking the same language. They're trying to build on something, but there's confusion. But it's also the card of Fortuna. Fortuna is a card of luck. This is like the Wheel of Fortune. And what does it bring? It brings the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to know about things. You're going to find out about things because it's the Ace of Pentacles. Things that were hidden, things that were happening behind the scenes that you did not take note of or you were in confusion about. There is a sense of intimacy in this card as well. So think of it on a 3D level, but also on a 5D. So trusting in your intuition, you're going to know what's going on behind the scenes. This could also be starting something long-term. This could be a business. This could be a romantic connection that will last. And it's all happening in divine timing. It's all about timing. And the timing, divine timing, does signify temperance. But again, also Chronos, Saturn, which means some of you have gone through that Saturnian dark period, but now you're awakening and you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from those open wounds of self-worth. Remember that Chiron in the sky is in Aries. Aries is the warrior that needs healing. I want to take a couple of cards on the free yourself here. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And release your ex. So for some of you, you're coming out of a connection where you've been backstabbed, no doubt. And that happened. There was a use-by date here because obviously there is a soulmate connection coming through. One that is more aligned for you. And that connection could be through work, through what you do daily. Some of you could even meet this person if you're visiting a doctor, let's say, because we've got the Chiron card here. This is the Wheel of Fortune, which says this cycle is ending. There is change. Let's read the co-create, which is a number 4. 4s always speak of home, family, your foundation, feeling safe, feeling secure or not. Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. Now, where relationship is concerned, connections of the heart serve to inspire you. opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. And, you know, that mirror image that it just mentioned, I feel that this is the divine counterpart that is ready. They're also on an ascension as well. And I feel that when you see this person, that's when you're going to understand that this is a mirroring effect. So this person has gone through what you've gone through. You get my drift. Now, not all of you, because here this says, I'm in a much better headspace now. My mind and heart always comes back to you. I should have been more honest with you about what I was feeling at the time. And I feel that some of you, maybe you have an ex, someone that you've closed the door on, someone that was not spiritually awake. They maybe started on their journey after you closed the door on them. They were doing the work. That could be the case for some of you. For a few of you are out there. Because I do feel that obviously there's been an ending. It does say release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Maybe you did clear your energy. I'm going to say for one or two of you out there, you've gone through the hardest test. But that was you growing spiritually. Maybe this ex of yours is following in your footsteps at a later date. So I'm not going to rule out that. I'm going to say a couple of you are going to still open the door, even if you've freed yourself. And, you know, freeing yourself means I'm free of my wounds, of my self-worth wounds. Because if you've been dealing with someone who was quite narcissistic, they've gone through their lesson, I feel here. Because it does say I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Their mind still comes back to you. And here the angel of space clearing, it's time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. So that's what could be happening here. There's like a healing through spiritual means, okay, where our values are concerned and our ability to love or to be loved. Especially with the clover here and the Cara Fortuna and the divine timing, absolutely beautiful. All right, so I think I will leave it there, everyone. I do hope that it gave you the messages necessary for you. I do feel that the eclipse is going to be a very important eclipse for you, those who chose number 3. Remember that this eclipse energy will be playing out in 2021. So this is not only for now, okay? You could always come back and watch this video at a later date as well. All right, everyone, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. As I said, this may or may not have resonated for you. You can always check out the other piles, like 1 or 2. Maybe you can get some messages there as well. Thank you again so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Talk to you soon.